Hi, welcome to our demo showcasing the powerful capabilities of Watson's speech-to-text and text-to-speech. Today we will be diving not just into speech transcription, but into the worlds of voice bots, recorded applications, highlighting how the entire Watson technology and portfolio can revolutionize your workflow. First up, we will see Watson speech to text in action. Here we have three sample recorded audio files, and with just a click, we'll be able to convert this and accurately transcribe it into text. And this lays the foundation for further analysis and insights. However, transcribing recorded audio files, isn't a big deal today. So we will move our attention to the voice bot that we have created on our own using GPT models, Watson STT libraries. And in this exercise, we'll showcase the seamless integration of speech recognition and response generation. And you'll watch how our voice bot responds to queries in real time. But once again, speech transcription isn't the end of the story. Recorded conversations hold valuable insights that can be unlocked through analysis. And with Cognos, which is part of the IBM Data and AI platform, we can delve deeper, analyzing sentiments, summarizing content, and gaining actionable intelligence. And through Watsonx.ai, there are a lot of foundational models that has heightened capabilities to do this in a much more concise time frame. The possibilities are simply endless, and we are excited to show how you can leverage these capabilities in your own projects. So here I begin.
My credit reports are inaccurate. These inaccuracies are causing creditors to deny me credit. You have the duty to report accurate information about consumers. Please investigate these accounts and inquires and update these accounts accordingly to avoid future litigation. In accordance with the Fair Credit Reporting Act, XXXX Act number XXXX has violated my rights. 15 U.S.C. 1681 Section 602 states I have the right to privacy. 15 U.S.C. 1681 Section 604 is Section 2. It also states a consumer reporting agency cannot furnish an account without my written instructions. 15 U.S.C. 1666b. A creditor may not treat a payment on credit card account under open-end consumer credit plan as late for any purpose.
Okay. And the very reason that Watson STT library stands out is the ability to suppress background audio and identify up to 6 different speakers. And as such, your evaluation of technology must also hold these factors into consideration, things like word error rate. So here I will just go through an example of what sort of audio files which are difficult in real time can also be accurately transcribed by Watson speech to text.
We are standing together, shoulder to shoulder, all working for one common good. And the good of each of us as individuals affects the greater good of the company.
These words from our founder, Thomas J. Watson Sr., reflect IBM's
also includes certain non-GAAP financial measures in an effort to provide additional information to investors. All non-GAAP measures have been reconciled to the related GAAP measures in accordance with SEC rules. You will find
reflect the stability of our overall business model as we transform the company.
Okay, so until now we have seen recorded audio files that are being transcribed into text with a high level of confidence. We have certain difficult audio files that that are possible to transcribe with Watson STT. But as I said, in real time, if this can be done, that should be the holy grail of evaluation. So as I initially suggested, let's go to the voice bot that we have built to showcase live speech to text transcription and text to speech synthesis. So here I go. Hi, I'm interested in setting up automatic bill payments through my account. Can you share me a step-by-step guide?
Of course, setting up automatic bill payments through your account is actually a very simple process. Here's a step-by-step guide for your convenience. 1. Log into your online banking account and navigate to the Bill Pay section. This may be located under a tab for payments or transfers. 2. Click on the option to add a payee or set up automatic payments. 3. Enter the required information for your biller, such as their name, account number, and billing address. You may also have the option to upload a bill or enter a phone number for the biller. 4. Once you have added your payee, choose the option for automatic payments or recurring payments. 5. Select the frequency of your payments, such as monthly or bi-weekly, and choose the start date for your automatic payments to begin. 6. Finally, enter the amount you would like to pay each time and confirm your request. That's it. Your automatic bill payments are now set up through your account. You can easily manage or make changes to these payments at any time through your online banking account. Let me know if you need any additional assistance with this process.
I have been considering opening a new savings account. Can you share the options that are available?
Of course, there are several options available for opening a new savings account, and I would be happy to help you explore them. Some potential options include 1. Traditional savings account. This is a basic savings account offered by most banks and credit unions. It typically offers a low interest rate but may have zero or low fees. 2. High yield savings account. These accounts offer a higher interest rate than traditional savings accounts, often with no monthly fees. However, they may require a higher minimum balance to open and maintain. 3. Money market account. These accounts offer a higher interest rate than traditional savings accounts and may also come with check writing privileges. However, they may require a higher minimum balance to open and maintain. 4. Online savings account. These accounts are offered by online banks and typically offer higher interest rates and lower fees than traditional savings accounts. However, they may not have physical branch locations. 5. Certificates of deposit, CDs. These are savings accounts with a fixed interest rate for a set period of time. They typically offer higher interest rates than traditional savings accounts, but your money will be locked in for the duration of the CD. These are just a few of the many options available for a new savings account. Would you like me to help you research and compare these options, as well as any others that may be available to you?
A shocking fact in today's scenario is only roughly 2 to 3% of calls is analyzed, partly because it is not in a format that can be analyzed, right, in terms of speech. But now that we have gotten over the hurdle of converting that into text, further we have to analyze it. And there are two possible ways: either you can have a human analyze it, or traditional machine learning, wherein you have to feed it large amounts of data. But today we are living in the age of generative AI, and for our scenario, the conversations that we have had with the bot, in fact, I have written a prompt that can naturally classify this conversation into something positive or negative. In a live scenario, this would be integrated into call center platform, and those would be passed as inputs and outputs into a format that can be analyzed in form of Excel. But for this scenario, I'm going to pass a certain input, and let's see how it turns out. Okay, let me check this scenario. How is this model classifying this particular information? Okay. Okay, for this particular conversation, yes. So as you can see, you can have live sentiment analysis done without the need of large human agents, coursing through your calls. Let me just go through another conversation. And classification is not the only language task that you can perform with Watson. In fact, the AI Studio comes with most of the generative AI tasks performed today in terms of summarization, classification, generation, entity extraction. And here I have a summarization prompt built in. In terms of what the agent is corresponding, what the customer is corresponding, the sentiment analysis, extracting entities such as companies, card numbers, everything can be analyzed live by integrating your call center or conversational AI platform with Watsonx.ai. And subsequently, this has to be passed right into your analytics platform. And IBM does come with Cognos, which is your analytics and dashboarding platform. All you have to do is write a simple Python script to subsequently turn this X.ai results into a format that is acceptable by Cognos. Now, we will look at how this data is fed into Cognos and how we can have beautiful interactive dashboards that can help you gain so much insights, not just 1 month or 2 months down the line, but in real time. We will see how Cognos Analytics with Watson empowers your enterprise users with self-service analytics and dashboarding. And the sentiments, the call duration, all this data. Now we have created 5 custom analytics and dashboards. So let me just take you through that now. So I have a saved worksheet going into that right now. Okay, so my first sheet, in fact, has a map visualization where I'm able to understand the accumulated number of call duration by country. So let me just try and click on USA. Let me try and understand how many accumulated minutes of calls I received from USA. As such, I've received 118. Yes, let me try it with Australia. Okay, the accumulated calls received from Australia is in fact higher than USA. And one more additional thing with Watson Cognos is that you can have narrative insights. And in this case, I understand that the total call duration, in fact, the overall values of geography is 523. So if I could have your attention to the suggested insights to the right-hand side of the page, and the call duration ranges from 65 minutes in terms of Germany to 160 in terms of Australia. Now, for our interest, I'm going to take you through visualizations for sentiment. So let's try and understand the number of sentiment counts, positive and negative, by geography. Let me go to the second tab now. Okay, so as I'm seeing, all the countries have an equal number of positive and negative sentiments, but it is in fact Germany that has a smaller number of negative sentiments. And I think this in fact correlates with the number of call minutes that they received as such. And for my narrative insights, I see that Positive is the most frequently occurring category of sentiment with 10 positive sentiments, and the total number of sentiment results across all geography is 19. Let me switch over to the sentiment total duration. Let me try and understand the duration of each sentiment. Wow. So as I'm seeing, the number of minutes of negative sentiments is higher than the positive. So for negative, let me try and understand how many minutes of calls were categorized as negative sentiments. Okay, 325. Now let me check the same for positive. Okay, so that's a huge difference. Right now, let me try and understand the agent rating by sentiment. So basically, I'm trying to understand, according to my sentiment, what is the average agent rating? Yeah. Okay, so if the response was negative, then the agent has in fact a higher rating compared to a positive rating. So maybe one insight that I can get out of this is that compared to positive sentiments, the calls that were received with negative sentiments, the agent received a higher rating. That means that they were able to resolve the queries. So let me go to the last dashboard. Yeah. Okay, so here I'm trying to understand the average rating according to each region or country here. So if I go to Australia, for the pending tasks, I have an average rating of 3, and for a resolved task, I have an average rating of 3. But as you go to Canada, we can see that the for my resolved queries, I have an average rating of 4. But for my pending status, I have an average rating of only 2.5. And if I could have your attention to the insights on the left, and the average value of rating for all the calls is 3.6. And we have, in fact, predictive analytics that can be enabled on this dashboard. So let me just go down to the narrative insights. I see 4 suggested insights. And yes, so the number of result queries is, in fact, more than the number of pending queries by just a margin of 2%, and the overall values of geography, the resolution state in which we see on the top was 3.6. Can we go one step further down? And the average values of ratings lies between the range of 2 to 5, and 5, yes, is the maximum rating, but we haven't had a very dismal rating for agent as of such. So there you go. So for this exercise, we see how the conversations that we have with the customers, with agents or voice bot, can be transcribed into text, and how we can run rich analytics and dashboards from these particular insights that we get. And we saw the capabilities of Watson speech to text, Watsonx.ai, which is a generative AI studio that comes with foundation models as well as traditional machine learning. And for the end, we ran this data through analytics and show you how this can be done in real time. So thank you.